guys, welcome back to the GloryHunter save. We are continuing on today with the World Cup in 2026 in North America. We made it through the group stage and we have ourselves the Netherlands in the round of 16. Not a straightforward tie at all. That was our group stage. We saw off Canada and China and in the last minute lost to Hungary. 2-1 with a fully rotated 11 whilst not really trying our hardest. Just coasting through that fixture. Were 1-0 up and then they turned it around within a goal in the 93rd minute of one added on. And were able to get themselves top of the group status. We play first from Group A, which is the Netherlands. And they play second from Group A, which is Croatia. So either way we would have had a difficult tie. The Dutch, though, rather understandably probably the more difficult tie. To round out, for those of you that saw the end of last episode, who else made it through? Because all of the other groups had only played 2 as we left off last year. We've actually progressed from Season 4 into Season 5 now. Romania topped their group. Portugal did win on the final day against Austria by 3-2 to get themselves through. They finished second in the group. So if we'd have won our group, we might have ended up potentially with Portugal. Although I think it was probably scripted that we got the Group A opponent. In Group C, Ghana and Brazil make it through, with Sweden going out. Italy and Morocco make it through, with the United States drawing with Morocco on the final day, so it's the Africans that make it through. Belgium and Spain through convincingly. Belgium beat Spain on the final day. Germany and France, understandably, both made it through their group as well. Germany winning by 2-0 against France to ensure that they progressed. Argentina and the Czech Republic get through as well. Denmark were second after 2 games, but as the Czechs beat the Finns, the Danes lost to the Argentines, and second and third swapped places on the final match day. So unfortunately for Denmark, they are out. So the round of 16 is ourselves versus Netherlands, Romania, Brazil, Italy, Spain, and Germany, Czech Republic, Hungary, Croatia, Ghana, Portugal, Belgium, Morocco, and Argentina, France. That's quite the knockout stage. The most recent World Cup final, now at the round of 16 stage. Belgium-Morocco will be a tough game for both sides, but the standout ones are Argentina-France, Italy-Spain, and England-Netherlands. So, with a full-strength side available to us, let's see if we can't get through further than the round of 16, shall we? It's not going to be easy to do so, but we have to have faith, of course, that we can go all the way. We want to go all the way, nay, we need to go all the way to win the World Cup for this GloryHunter save. So, without any further ado, drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save and you're looking forward to the new season coming up with our new club. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, including that new season at our new club, in a new division, in a new nation. And hopefully, I can have you a World Cup final special tomorrow. But first, we need to get through the Netherlands, so let's go and do that. We will have, or the winner of this tie will have, Romania or Brazil in the quarterfinals. This Dutch side is so strong. They have themselves a crop of young players that grow very well in career mode, and you'll be able to see from the lineup, and then I'll pause it to show you their ratings as well, how good this Dutch team genuinely is. They're playing a formation that's slightly unexpected, perhaps. Traditionally, you expect the Dutch to play a Johan Cruijff 4-3-3, but they're not on this occasion. It's a 5-back for the Netherlands here in this fixture. A 5-3-2. Belo in goal. That 5-back includes Malacia, Van Dijk, De Ligt, Sven Botman, and Jeremy Frimpong. The midfield 3 is Ryan Gravenberch, Frenkie de Jong, and Koopmeiners. And then up top, Depay and Donyell Malen. On the bench, they have significant quality to call upon as well. I'll show you their ratings as well here so you can see just how well some of these players have grown. And then on the bench, an 84 rated Javi Simons, 85 Noah Lang, Owen Wijndal 83, Myron Boadu 83, an 87 rated Cody Gakpo, and then Gertruida as an 85 rated defensive option, and obviously Mark Flecken as the backup goalkeeper. This is probably the most difficult game we could have potentially come up against at this stage of the tournament. And by finishing second in the group, it means that we, if we win this, potentially end up with Brazil in the quarterfinals as well. So we've, by losing to Hungary yesterday, actually given ourselves a significantly difficult route to the World Cup final. But we have a very capable 11 that should most certainly be capable, I'm not sure what happened there, be capable of getting us to that final. Slight iffy defending there as the player just... I need to watch it back to see exactly what happened. It's Joe Gomez. He's just kind of ghosted into that gap. I don't even know what's happened there. He's just kind of lunged for the space. I tried to step in and take the ball, and he's just gone, and almost hovered past the man. Not the start we were after. 1-0 through Memphis Depay early doors. I think next time in that scenario, I'll try and use the fullback and step in with them, so that if the defender does make a little bit of an odd move, there's still extra defenders there to try and win it back. Tammy Abraham. Right, we're going to have to think about this now. This difficult task suddenly got even more taxing. Jadon Sancho rise the challenge. To be honest, I would have liked to foul there, but I couldn't be sure that the advantage wasn't already played, so had to play on. Sancho from the edge of the box. Oh, Jadon Sancho. He's been our top goal scorer in the tournament so far with 2. He very nearly added another there. Can he get an assist, perhaps? It's cleared away. It'll fall to Bukayo Saka. B will find Foden. Foden to Gomez. Gomez to Rice. Not really anywhere to go here. So we won't needlessly give it away. And we'll slow it down a bit. Just make sure we keep the ball. Find the right pass at the right time. And lack a finish on the end of it. That is poor from Saka. No other word for it. Very, very poor. Memphis. I didn't press anything there with Trent, and he has stepped in. Did press something there, and he stepped in. Frenkie de Jong looking for another assist, which he has. Memphis Depay scores the second. We simply cannot stop him. That was poor. All round. Annoyed at Trent for stepping in when I didn't ask him to. I just wanted to stand there and shield the space. But I've then dived in with Fikayo Tomori and missed the tackle. And we're 2-0 down after 20 minutes. This might be a familiar story for older England sides. Turns out Gareth Southgate might be better at this than I am. Looking through there for Jadon Sancho, who's in and on and scores, and it's 2-1. Not yet. Not over yet. Jadon scores his 3rd of the tournament so far. Lovely through ball from Declan Rice. Great first touch and equally impressive finish. Game on. Memphis out to Malacia. Trent gets in this time and wins the ball back. And now Bukayo Saka's on the run. He's got Phil Foden with him. Foden has to wait for the ball, painfully so, but will look for Tammy. Tammy Abraham in behind. Equaliser for England. What an opening half an hour this has been. Call this game from here. My voice is a little bit wobbly. Still getting a little bit too excited, evidently too soon. Call this game from here. Tammy makes it 2 apiece. Well then, at this rate, we can end up 6-6 after 90 minutes. What a game for the neutrals. Not a great game for England fans or my heart rate. Gravenberch stepped in. Jude Bellingham. Saka. Foden. Looking for Tammy again. It's a good touch and good strength. And a free kick given. It's a bit far out though. Trent does have a wonderful whip on him though. Do I try something special with Trent Alexander-Arnold? Maybe. Come on then, Trent. Let's have a Trent special, please. 3 bars of power to try and get enough whip on it. Oh, he's hit the post! Trent Alexander-Arnold couldn't have come much closer to giving England the lead in this round of 16 game. You cannot call this from here. This is going to be, if not, it already is, one of the classic World Cup knockout stage games. Foden, back inside to Jude Bellingham. Look at Bukayo Saka's run. Finding Trent here with the ball. Trent looking for Tammy, can't get it to him. Bellingham could recover, wins the header. Sancho ahead of his man. Sancho with the ball through. Bellingham can't quite sort his feet. Sancho can't win it back. Gives away a foul in the process. It will remain 2-2 as we approach half-time, although Jeremy Frimpong has other ideas. Reece James wants to keep it as is. If not, maybe 3-2 at the other end. Declan Rice into Tammy Abraham over the top, looking for Bukayo Saka. Was called him Kabayo Saka there. And breathe. It will be 2-2 at half-time. Jesus Christ, what a game of football this has been so far. Trent to Bukayo Saka. Good touch to get it away from the defender. I do tend to struggle against 5-backs, as you're very well aware now on the channel. And how we've been able to get it back to 2-2, I'm not sure. When we went 2-0 down, if I'm honest with you, in my heart of hearts, I thought, that's it, I'm out. And it's game over. Saka. It's going to fall back to him. Bukayo deflected. Saved brilliantly by Balo to react to it. Foden delivers, looking for Tammy. Can't win the header. Sancho, not this back. It's Bukayo Saka again. I'm not going to shoot with him. Nor Tomori. I perhaps should have gone out wide to Trent there. I will do now. Trent. No, I'm not going to cross it from there. I will look for Tammy, who has Foden here. Foden spins. Virgil. Balo makes another save. Continually the pressure builds on the Dutch goal. We look for a winner. We look for a third. Declan Rice. Wide. Daniel Marlon. Well in. That is how to dispossess your opponent. Bukayo Saka has Tammy Abraham making a run. And Tammy's in a good spot here. Just needs to turn and find a finish. But it's a bit clunky, Tammy. It's a slow turn. It's not what we needed there. I needed quickness of feet. That's what I don't have with either of my striking options with this England squad. Neither Kane nor Tammy are a player to turn on a sixpence and potentially cut a defence apart in one moment. Unfortunately, the Dutch do have players like that. They haven't yet threatened, though, in this second half. Gomez to James. No changes yet from either side. Sancho to James again. Foden looking for Tammy. Needs runners. Has them. Uses his strength there to hold off the defender, Virgil van Dijk. And Trent will turn. Bellingham looking for Saka, who's in behind here. Bukayo Saka. Oh, Virgil van Dijk read my turn there. That was what I needed. That sort of turn earlier on with Trent when the defender wasn't quite so close. I want to make changes, but I don't know what change to make. Sancho's on a yellow, but has been my best player in the tournament so far, so I hesitate to take him off, but I also hesitate to leave him on in case he gets suspended for the next game. So Raheem will come on in his place, and I will do Kane for Tammy. Harry Kane's experience and ability to just slam something home out of nowhere with shot power and accuracy will be what I call upon. Oh, and if I could have found that ball past Koopmeiners, we could have been in. No risky passes in the defensive third that could see them nip in and nab a goal. Bellingham out wide, early into Saka. What the first time pass didn't get it. Foden. Sancho's on the run. Sancho's on the run. Here's Reece James. Tuck it back looking for Jaden. He's bullied his way through. Foden back to Jude. Over the bar. 5 to go. Otherwise extra time on the horizon. As I make my changes, they make theirs. Cody Gakpo on for Memphis Depay. 87 rated. Cody Gakpo now on the field for the Netherlands. The only change they've made, I've made, was it 2 or 3? Certainly more available for both sides later in the game. Here is Cody Gakpo. His first touch is to beat Trent with a nice turn and then get played in here. Good block by Fikayo Tomori though, but still, we have to work hard defensively, but they've made the mistake there in giving us the throw. Saka will look for Kane. B can go again and will go again. And we'll play him in behind here. Saka's onside. Now, we lost the group stage game against Hungary in the last minute. And we will not win the round of 16 to send us to the quarterfinals in the last minute because Justin Balo has pulled out a worldie of a save. I needed to tuck that home. Foden will loop this. Yeah! with the header from the corner. England are going through to the round of 16, from the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. Insert beer in the air clips. Oh, can you believe it? I'm losing my voice already. Can you believe it? Jude Bellingham sends England through to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And he scored a very similar header in the World Cup just gone as well. Arguably the one in real life was a better header. Jude Bellingham! Oh. Yeah! I am not bottleneued. I'm not bottleneued. It just happens sometimes that you lose finals. You can't win everything. When I was 2-0 down in that game, you were already commenting bottleneued. I know you were, because I know you. Jude Bellingham sends us to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Now then, will it be Romania or will it be Brazil? You know what to expect. And rather handsomely, it will be Brazil. By 5-2, we now take on Neymar and crew. Brazil, 4-1-2-1-2, Edison, Lodi, Militao, Marquinhos and Junior, with Fabinho holding. Vinicius on the left, Rodrigo on the right, the Real Madrid duo. At Cam, it's Lucas Paqueta, ours from Dortmund, of course. And then Mateus Cunha, ours from Dortmund, of course. And Gabby Jesus up top. Neymar, not even in the squad. Although, to be fair, by season 5, he's probably declined too much to be involved, you would imagine. On the bench, they have Alisson, Bremer, Martinelli, Casemiro, Gabriel, Guimaraes, and João Victor da Silva Marcelinho. Anthony is available, Anthony is in the squad, but not available. He is injured. The obvious weak point is the 82 rated Mauro Junior. So, let's get at him, shall we, with Jadon Sancho. Gabby Jesus dinked out wide. And Rodrigo. We thought the Dutch test was going to be difficult. This is going to be entirely different. I don't know how Brazil play. Are they a high-press team? Are they a tiki-taka side? Are they just a brute physical side that then turn on some flair in the final third? I have no idea what to expect from this. I very rarely ever end up playing against Brazil. Jude Bellingham found out by Eder Militao there. Tracked down. Joe Gomez has intercepted that nicely. And Jadon Sancho will turn and look inside. And Tammy, Militao, Saka, Foden. Brilliant save. I hate playing against Edison, as you are well aware from other series and other games on this FIFA and other FIFAs. Edison is one of the best goalkeepers on the entire game. He and Jan Oblak are two of the best you could ever hate to come up against. And we have come up against him here, and he's denied fellow Manchester City teammate Phil Foden the opening goal of this quarter-final. But this is turning into quite an end-to-end game already. Foden forward. Tammy. And Sancho. Trying to get it back to Foden, but can't. Mauro Junior does well. He's got to be off. Rodrigo, he's on. Oh! Lucas Paqueta with a wonderful opening goal. Well, that was as acrobatic and as flamboyant as you would expect from Brazil, isn't it? Very good finish. Ramsdale deflated. Rodrigo runs on behind. I question whether that was onside still. And Paqueta with a brilliant finish. That's a beautiful goal. Now, Rodrigo must have only just been onside here as the ball leaves his boot there. Yeah, you can see Gomez is just stepping, but certainly Rodrigo onside as the ball leaves the foot of the man. It's tight, but it's correct. It's tight, but it's right from the lino and from VAR, and Brazil lead. But given our round of 16 experience, we will not be flustered by that. We go again. We've already had a good chance to score. And we might create another. But not yet. Oh, but maybe. Oh, Saka. If you get that through there, we are in with Jude. Tammy, Foden. We'll use the left back and hope that Jadon makes the run down the line, which he will do. And we'll play him through that gap. Jadon Sancho in behind here. But here comes Eder Militao closing me down at pace. Saka. Bellingham. Oh, looking for Saka through the gap. Perhaps overplayed, but I didn't feel like if I was going to shoot from there with Bellingham, I'm just not going to beat Ederson, am I? So I need to get it a little bit closer. Tammy. Use strength, Tammy. Tammy's in! Saved! Deflected! It still won't go in. I wouldn't let me change to Declan Rice there to close that down. Brazil survive again, but Rice steps in again. Paqueta does well. Twice to win that back. Defending from the front, Brazil, and so far it's working. Having to rely on their goalkeeper, though. Solid tackle from Reece James. This is a competitive tie now. Oh, Vinicius just too fast. He's just too quick. I can't catch him. Brazil 2, England 0. He was just gone. He's one of the highest rated, best players in the entire world in this save. And he receives the ball, bursts past Tomori. Trent can't cope with it, and on his left foot, buries it. Coming back from 2-0 down against the Netherlands was one thing, but to do it against Brazil is quite another. Tammy played in. Saka. See Sancho. He spun his man, and he spun the second one as well. And Jadon Sancho is away here. There's not much support. Foden's there. Phil Foden outside the foot. We're back in it again. It's 2-1. Was it Phil Foden that scored the first goal back against the Netherlands as well? It might well have been. I can't quite recall, actually. Such was the excitement in that game. Brilliant effort. Outside the left foot. Beats his club teammate after Ederson denied him in the first half. It's 2-1. Our highest rated player scores for us, as theirs did for them. We couldn't do it again, could we? Foden into Saka. Spins, finds Jude, who turns well. Tammy. Jadon. Militao just takes it off him as if he wasn't even there. I can't believe it. I thought Sancho was in then. I genuinely thought that was it. Vinicius trying to get involved defensively. Bellingham holds that up. Around the corner. Saka looking to get away from Lodi here. Can't do so. Will find Bellingham though. Bellingham has Rice. Rice has James. Foden. Tammy. 2! Level now! We've done it again! 2 for England! Foden and Tammy. Was it the same against the Netherlands? It might well have been. Oh God, my voice. No, don't go on me. This is far too exciting. Ederson can't get down to it quickly enough. It's 2-2. What a World Cup campaign this is. Sancho steps in. Here's Gabi Jesus. Will narrow up with Reece James. Declan Rice. Oh, he's gotten away from me there. Paqueta. He's gotten away from me there. Paqueta! Travelling towards the top corner. Paqueta nearly with a worldy second after his very good-looking first. Joe Gomez rises well for that. Bellingham's clearing header doesn't quite make it as far as we might have liked it to. Saka will get that down and get away. Foden is forward in support. Saka will go again. Foden. Jadon Sancho. Tammy. Bellingham. Tammy! Oh, God, Phil! I hate Ederson so much. So much. Rodrigo off. Bruno Guimaraes on for them. Unbelievable save by the goalkeeper. I can't believe it. I'm not going to change anything yet. Not going to change anything yet. 15 to go. Trying to get away. Play it calm. Play it slow. Play it precise. And you might come up with a worldie. Tammy, little touch. Jadon Sancho straight at the goalkeeper. I tried to go across goal and he's fluffed it. Intercepted by Trent. Really well done. Tammy. Oh, Jude was in again. Jude would have been in again. Paqueta out wide. Trent's going to try and get there. Again, Vinicius. Paqueta tackled. And Tomori will get rid. I'm not taking any risks. Brought down by Jadon. I tried to knock it first time. Tried to just nod it. Jesus. Tomori in the way. Oh, my God. The bar in the way. It comes to the rescue. Oh, God. Declan Rice. He does love a little bit of a lung-busting run every now and again, doesn't he, Dec? Give that short to Tammy. Saka. Foden had made a very good run. Trent has made a good run here too. It was last minute against the Dutch. Trent can't stop running. Oh, it will not be last minute against the Brazilians. An extra half an hour in the quarter-final. Renan Lodi. Only real option is Vinicius again. Bellingham's in the way, but it falls back to the Real Madrid man. Joe Gomez gets up for that. Foden needs to win this and has done. Saka will look to counter. Kane is with me. Oh, but the pass is poor and doesn't find him. There's a 1-2 opportunity there. I'm certain there was a 1-2 opportunity there. Kane putting in the effort to try and dig deep. Here come Brazil. Looking to turn the style on again. We get one interception in, but it falls back to them. Reece James steps in well. I'll lift this to ensure that it doesn't get intercepted. Sancho gets to it first. Kane is with me. Foden's here too. Phil Foden racing through for England against Ederson. He's done it again! He's done it again! 2-0 down to 3-2 up. Are England on their way to a World Cup semi-final once again? Maybe so. Maybe so. Oh my good golly. We'll drop a bit. Not too much, but we'll drop a bit. Trying to hold Brazil out. 15 minutes between us and a World Cup semi-final. And I've no idea who it could be against either. I was so convinced I wouldn't get through against the Dutch and the Brazilians that I didn't even bother to look who we'd potentially have in a semi-final. You guys probably can remember from glimpsing the tournament tree slightly earlier on, but I didn't even look. And to be honest, we still can't think about it because there's still 10 minutes to keep Brazil out here. I'm going to get physical. And yellow cards are absolutely acceptable at this point. Reds, however, are not. Trying to force him down the line. It's not worked. Paqueta with a sharp turn. Declan Rice couldn't get there. Bruno knocks that down. It's Gabby Jesus here. Declan Rice tried to put a foot in. Reece James does. Declan Rice then puts another foot in. And we've won it back. And with not much time to go, surely you send Sterling to the corner. I could play H in. I'm not going to. I've got support. Reece James. This is game management at its absolute best, as it needs to be. Bellingham looks to lob the keeper. It's wide. We're through to a World Cup semi-final. England 3, Brazil 2. It took extra time. It took going 2-0 down again. But we've made it through to the World Cup semis. Now then, who on earth do we play next? And will I be able to talk at the end of it? England, Spain, Croatia, Belgium. Belgium beat France by 3-2. Croatia beat Ghana. Spain beat the Czech Republic. Italy were knocked out by Spain on penalties. The Czech Republic beat the Germans. Hungary lost on penalties to Croatia. Ghana beat Portugal by 3-2. Belgium beat Morocco. And Argentina lost 3-2 to France in the round of 16. The quarters, as you see there, the quarters as you see here, went as you see them there. No, I'm not going to read them all out again. So in the semis, it's England, Spain, Croatia, Belgium. Croatia just have a habit of it, don't they? Getting to the latter stages of international tournaments at the minute. And any of those 4 sides could win this tournament. Absolutely any of them. We may end up with an England versus Belgium final, which would be me against my former team. But we've got to see off Spain first. The World Cup semi-finals coming next. Spain are strong. Arguably not as strong as the Netherlands or Brazil, but still very strong. Unai Simon in goal. A 4-3-3 for them. Cucurella, Laporte, Pau Torres and Pedro Porro at right back for them. Pedri, Rodri and an 86 rated Zubamendi in their midfield. Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres and Yeremy Pino are the forward 3. It's almost a false 9 for Spain. They don't have an out-and-out striker other than Hugo Duro in their squad. We'll show you their ratings here. So, of almost an entirely 86 and 87 rated defensive line with Cucurella 85 at left back. Rodri, Zubamendi, Pedri at 92, Ferran Torres at 88, and then Yeremy Pino at 87 and Fati at 89. They do have Oyan Sonset and Hugo Duro as their two go-to full out-and-out strikers, so to speak. Unai Nunez, Marco Asensio, Carlos Soler, Pablo Maffeo and Alex Ramiro as a backup goalkeeper on the bench. We are unsurprisingly unchanged, and hopefully we'll make it to a World Cup final for the first time since 1966. Saka into Bellingham. Saka's gone again, and he could have a field day up against Cucurella, who is not the strongest of defenders. We've got the strongest of voices at the minute. Saka keeps that in play. Goal! Jadon Sancho! England lead early doors this time. Now, will it work the other way around in the semi-finals? In the round of 16, in the quarter-finals, we went 2 down to come back. This time, the shoe's on the other foot. We've gone in front. Great movement by Jadon Sancho, by the way, to cut through the box there, recognise the danger opportunity, and slam it home. He's been our top goal scorer alongside Phil Foden. He's got 4 now. I think Foden also might well have 4 as well. We lead by a 0 in the World Cup semi-final, and my voice might not last. I pray it does. I pray we do. 80 minutes to go. Good block by Reece James, but it will fall for Zubamendi, who's cut it back well. Oh, and we get lucky. It comes off Ramsdale, bounces off Ferran Torres again, and thankfully out for a goal kick. That could so easily have been 1-1. How do we play now that we've got something to defend, though, in a World Cup semi-final? There is such a thing as scoring too early. Saka, Tammy, Jude onside, I think, and confirmed as such. Sancho's in again. It's a great save, and it won't fall free to an England man. That could so easily have fallen to a white shirt waiting to bury that ball into the back of the net for a second, but it didn't. Cucurella into Ferran Torres, who is here, there and everywhere in Spain's attack in this game so far. A mistake there to give us possession back. Slightly frustrated that Declan Rice fell over there when winning it back, but not to worry. Oh, come on. You've got to read the path of the ball there, Tammy. You've got to get to that. Zubamendi to Yeremy Pino. Reece James steps in. He's been brilliant at left-back for us in this tournament so far and continues to be so. Come on, lads, please. Tammy. Here comes Jadon Sancho. Sancho to Tammy. Tammy has Bukayo with him. It's not the best of balls. Slowed the move up. Saka looking for Sancho. I've not been able to do it. You did speak too soon, Derek Ray. We haven't gotten through. Yeremy was through the legs of the defender, but thankfully picked off by the other, Foden. There is space for Tammy here. He doesn't have much of an end product when it comes to passing or dribbling, but he has been able to slow up, hold the ball up and find a teammate. Is Foden onside? I don't know. The answer is no. He's off. We won't score. Ferran Torres liked the idea of the 1-2, but couldn't put it off. Spain are looking to press now. That could force a mistake from me and open up my defensive line. Alternatively, It could force poor positioning from them and open up their defensive line. Here comes Pedro Porro from right back, finding Ansu Fati with a great ball. Tomori's in the way, denies them the corner, and we will not clear it. Zubamendi wins that back. Yeremy Pino, Ferran Torres, 1-1. 5 minutes before half-time, the Spaniards are level. Trent, Bukayo. Saka to Bellingham. Bellingham, it's opened up for Tammy here, but what an interception that is from Rodri. Such an important toe on that. Otherwise, Tammy surely gets away there and is clean through in behind to potentially finish the half strongly for England with another goal. It's still 2-1. Saka will step in here, and we could yet finish the half with a goal. Jadon Sancho is the man in space on this side. Jadon Sancho in the box. Squares it. Tammy for 2 again! A goal for England! Tammy Abraham, Phil Foden and Jadon Sancho. They are the keys to this England team. We lead by 2-1 at the end of the first half. We might yet make it to this World Cup final. I had to square that. I had no other alternative. It was the right thing to do. Come on! Stats at half-time show just how tight a game it is. Possession is basically even. Chances created are minimal, but clinical. 5 shots, 3 goals, all told in the game. We've been putting a lot more tackles in, which shows how hard we're having to work to win it back from Spain. We are 45 minutes away from a World Cup final. It is advantage England after the first half. However, we will not rest on our laurels. That was supposed to go straight to Declan Rice at the first time of asking thank you very much. And things like that aren't going to help me try and see this through, are they? But poor positioning from defenders like Marc Cucurella could help us see it through. Foden. What a block. What an interception. Tammy looking for B. Can't get underneath it. Jadon Sancho will look to win this. Declan Rice will look to win this. Saka. Foden. Eventually under control. Can't find Tammy. Spain defending for their lives back there, but doing it well. Oh, Pedri's heavy touch is nearly intercepted, but they've done well. Zubamendi trying to open up our defensive line, but forced backwards by good marshalling from Declan Rice. That's a great ball into Ansu Fati, though. And Zubamendi's winding up, but it's cleared away. It's blocked well. But it's not passed well by Declan Rice. That was poor from him. Oh, and it's poor from Spain. They had the opportunity to square that and didn't. Looked for the wrong pass. Saka takes the advantage and will push on with it. Cucurella has Foden inside. Cucurella has Foden inside. Trent has Foden inside. Trent is in behind here now. Saka is with me. Saka looking for Jadon Sancho. Let's go! England 3, Spain 1. Goal! We could be there. Is that the goal to seal our fate through to a World Cup final? Tammy, Foden and Jadon Sancho all on the score sheet. All have been the 3 key men for this team. My voice is absolutely gone and I don't care. England 3, Spain 1. We might well be on our way to only England's 2nd ever World Cup final. Corner for Spain. 22 minutes to go. Carlos Soler is on for Pedro Porro, which would indicate a change in system for them. They've brought on a centre mid for a right back. You would imagine that that means they are not lining up the same way as they were before. They are going for it. But by doing so, it might make it harder for them to win the ball back when they lose it. And it is opening up for us at the back now. James, I'll knock that back to then look for Tammy. Foden, is he onside? He's not. Simon saves anyway. Now then, with 15 minutes to go, surely we're through. Surely we're through. I'm going to make changes. That's a lovely ball by Ferran Torres out to Yeremy Pino. He was going to cut back, and Chile will take it off him. He's fouled in the process, though, Chilwell, but nothing given. Ferran Torres Zubamendi slams home. 12 minutes to go. It's 3-2. It's a familiar scoreline, but the momentum is the other way around. It's Spain that are in the ascendancy, and we are the ones getting nervy. Squeaky bum time in the World Cup semi-final here. It's a brilliant finish. It's a good goal. Spain back in it at 3-2. Now we're holding on. James to Mount. Conor Gallagher was there. Tammy Abraham is who it finds. Phil Foden. That could have been it. That interception might well keep Spain in it. That pass might well ensure that they are out of it. Mount, with runners everywhere, will use Reece James in behind. Stands the cross up. Nobody there. Who's going to get to that first? It's Yeremy Pino. Spain on the counter. Reece James out of position now at right back, but we've slowed them up well enough. Phil Foden looking to slot Tammy through. Is that a foul? It is. He's awkward. It's really awkward because he slid. Both players missed the ball. Tammy has then turned around into him, and we've got the free kick. They both miss it. Tammy's just turned around into him. I don't think that's a foul, really. Now, do I go for goal or do I go for the corner? I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to play game management, and we are going to keep this away from Spain. We're going to send ourselves to a World Cup final. Thank you very much. 2 minutes to go. I'm just wasting as much time as I physically can. Joe Gomez looking for the ball out wide. Reece James keeps it in play. Will drill it forward. Won't reach its target, but it won't matter. By 3-2, England beat the Netherlands. By 3-2, England beat Brazil. By 3-2, England beat Spain. Now, Croatia or Belgium lie in wait for a World Cup final tomorrow. Who will we play? Arguably, on paper, it will be the most straightforward knockout game that we've had so far. But all form, all logic goes out the window when it comes to a World Cup final. Especially when I'm involved. I have, as far as I can recall, never played a World Cup final on FIFA ever before. Not in a video. I don't think I've ever done it. In fact, I don't think in any... I've not done it in Football Manager. I've not done it in FIFA. I have never, ever managed in a World Cup final before. However, we will be managing in a World Cup final moving forward. That will come tomorrow. I'm in the Manchester City save. It is bloody Belgium. Can you believe it? My current and home nation to play the World Cup final against the nation I last managed and ruined their Euro hopes. I can't believe it. You couldn't have scripted it. England versus Belgium. What was the third place playoff in 2018 will be the final in 2026. Join me tomorrow for the World Cup final. The suit will be on. The voice will have healed because I'm going to record it in another day, in another play session, because rather evidently I can't do it like this. Not do it justice. And then we will be hopefully World Cup champions, meaning we can then light the World Cup trophy in the trophy room. We will then, as I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon, the straw poll is so heavily weighted in Manchester City's favour. That's why I've gone through the World Cup in the Manchester City save. I'll show you the vote here. I've just pulled it up on screen. It's so heavily weighted in City's favour. I anticipated it probably would be, so I did the World Cup in the save that I'd moved to City in, so the continuity of the save is correct, unlike as it was when we were doing the Belgian bit. I had to swap between save files. This time I haven't had to do that, which is more agreeable and more appreciative, and thankfully we're able to do it. So we will be at Manchester City for Season 5 in the Glory Hunter, but will we be at Manchester City as World Cup champions? We do not yet know. We will find out tomorrow. Is that trophy going to be lit? My first ever World Cup final tomorrow. Don't miss it.